Hey there, it's Ian with Tri Training Diaries. It is May 21st, and this is a race recap video of the second triathlon I've had this year in 2013. I just got done with an Olympic distance triathlon this was the Turtle Crawl Triathlon at Jekyll Island, put on by Georgia Multisports. And yeah, this is just sort of a race recap of how I did, what my experiences were. This race was Olympic distance, but I don't know if all Olympics are exactly the same. This was a 1,500 meter swim, ocean swim, and then it followed by 2 laps around the island, which totaled 29 miles on the bike. And then it was a 10K, so 6.2 mile. A couple things about my experiences. The day was a nice day, no wind, which was really nice. I was working on about 2 hours of rest, not necessarily sleep, just rest. Because of planning snafu, I didn't really get any sleep the night before my triathlon. So I did a whole Olympic triathlon in basically 2 hours of rest, where basically I shut my eyes and rested my body from the 5-hour drive it took to get down there. But anyway, woke up race morning, had my breakfast, and I was wide awake, man. I was ready to go. I was pumped. So my lack of sleep didn't really affect my results too much. That day, it was kind of hot as the day went on, as the day progressed, and it was muggy. So it was hard, and plus there was no wind, so it was hard to get any evaporation going, especially on the run. But the conditions were the same for event by event. The swim, like I said, was an open water ocean swim off of the it would have been east coast of Jekyll Island, and it was really nice. It was beautiful because it was a wave start, where the waves started on the beach and then they ran into the water. Beautiful. You know, was hardly nervous at all, because I knew instead of starting out with 200 people in the water at the same time, my wave had maybe 20 guys in it. It was perfect. So the wave start worked out perfectly. And you know, the swim, since it's not really my favorite, I'm not really that comfortable even at this point in really pushing it in the water. I just slow and steady pace, and got through it, and then transitioned onto the bike. The bike course was flat as a pancake. This Jekyll Island's flat as a pancake, and nothing really too dramatic to report on the bike. This was the first race where I tried out my deep section Void wheels, and as far as I know, they worked pretty well. They felt fast. I felt fast, and I'll get to the results here in a little bit. The run, after getting off the bike, my transition was awesome in T2 and in T1. My T2 transition was good. Got the running shoes on, and I always have a feeling of how I'm going to do on the run within the first couple strides off the bike. How am I feeling? And I actually felt pretty good coming right off the bike. I had to definitely tell myself to pace myself for 6 miles and change. And this is the first athletic event I can remember in a very, very long time where I started to feel a bit of cramping going on in my right hamstring. I tried to drink as much as I could on the bike, and I also had a goo on the bike. And I went through 2 full bottles on the bike it was about an hour, but I also carried along a bottle on the run. But so that might be something to work on for the half Ironman. It's just a better hydration plan. But got done with the run, and you know, end of the race, I was exhausted, and I was also sore. Really, really sore, and it's kind of rare for me to be that sore that soon after a sporting event. So that was definitely acute onset muscle soreness. But as far as the results go, I finished second in my age category and sixth overall, which I think is pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. The Olympic, it looks like it had 131 finishers, so 131 people finished, and like I said, sixth overall. My swim time on the 1500 meter swim was 20:54, and it looks like that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was sixth fastest. That's not too bad. Maybe seventh fastest out of everyone, and that's not counting. That's counting everyone, not just people in my swim wave. So sixth or seventh fastest out of everyone, I'll take it. I'll copy and paste this, of course. Transition 1, my bike averaged 23.4 miles an hour on the bike. Pretty good if you ask me. And then on the run, I averaged 7:09 miles for 6.2 miles, which I was expecting. It felt like my pace was between 7:30 and 8 minutes per mile. But hey, man, I'll take 7:09 miles. Yeah, it's still something to work on. I still, again, the swim I'm not worried about. The bike, I didn't get passed by a single person, probably because of the wave starts. But it's the run that I got passed by about 6 or 7 people, and there's definitely a couple places where I could have moved up. But what are you gonna do? You know, I just keep working at it is what I'm gonna do. But overall, I really liked this race, except for the fact that it was a 5-hour drive. Yeah, nothing really too much to complain about for this race. It was fun, and I would do it again next year if I had someone to drive down to Jekyll Island with me from the Atlanta area. But there's my race recap of my Olympic, and it should be about 4 or 5 weeks left until the big day. It's actually June 23rd, so it's about 4 weeks away until the half Ironman Syracuse. And until then, to be honest, I'm getting a little tired of making these videos, just because it's work and I'm just losing interest. So I might make 1 or 2 more of these before the race. And then my plan is to make a race recap and a wrap up of the whole 20 weeks after my half Ironman. So comments and questions below. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.